Hello, EO Reno Tahoe. Hey, this is Darren McBride. I'm one of the co-learning chairs this year for 21-22, along with Laura Partridge. I want to take you through a quick video of what we have in store for you this year. We're really excited, have some good things. The first event is July 13th. This is a virtual event that's put on by EO Global. And if you haven't heard of the Powerhouse series, these are speakers that you would not be able to get on a local basis. They're nationally known speakers. The first one is Jay Shetty, who's a former monk and best-selling New York Times author. This is going to be at 7 a.m. our time, and you have to register at the link shown on the screen. So click that link, we'll go there and sign up. If at all possible, we may put together a breakfast venue for some of these. There's a total of 4 of these Powerhouse series that we know about coming up, and they all tend to land at 7 a.m. So if possible, we're going to see if we can get a breakfast venue where we can display the speaker on the screen. Watch your email for that. Our first in-person event is going to be a family day party. We normally have this in the summer. You can bring your family, meet other EO members, and we're proud that Laura Partridge stepped up and she's hosting this thing. She lives up off Mount Rose Highway. So you may see the map. It's a little bit of an eye chart there. You're basically going to go up Mount Rose and turn on Thomas Creek Drive, and then you'll take a turn into the first community there, which is Lake Placid. There is a gate to the community. We may end up having you park outside the gate, and it's just a short walk to Laura's house at 3785 Boulder Patch. We're going to have a Starkey's food truck there. We're going to have drinks out by the pool. The intention is that the first 45 minutes or so, we're all going to do a hike. There's a really nice hike leaving Laura's house along Whites Creek and going down to Whites Creek Park. The loop only takes about 45 minutes. We were originally going to do a scavenger hunt, but we decided that with some other scavenger hunts we've got coming up, that it'll be enough just to do a hike and then go back and enjoy the pool. So we hope you bring the kids, the whole family. Everybody is invited, and enjoy Laura's hospitality. The next event is virtual again, and this was largely because August is tough for people. They're on vacation and so forth, and we already had this virtual event queued up. It's actually by Positive Adventures. It's a really cool scavenger hunt competition between families, and we decided to make it interesting by buying an iPad Air and awarding that to the winning team. So that's going to be August 17th, 2021. Watch your email for the link for that event and sign up. Next is another Powerhouse series. This is a national event. Again, it's at 7 a.m., so you have to get up for breakfast. August 31st, 2021. Most of you will know Trevor Noah. He's a obviously comedian and is on TV regularly. Should be pretty interesting. Then we have our all-member retreat. Now, normally the all-member retreat would be in the spring, but because of COVID, it got delayed. So Mike wants to get everybody together. We ask that if at all possible, you attend this. Now, it is, as you can see, I've circled the dates 20 and 21. So it's a midweek, or beginning of the week, Monday and Tuesday. So you will have to miss a little bit of work. If you could put that in your calendar right now. The reason we, ask that everybody attends is this is the only time that everybody gets to meet each other, even if you're in a different forum. We've got a bunch of new members joining. We've signed up Catherine Hoke, who is a woman who's known primarily for her prison entrepreneurship program, but she's going to be our facilitator and try to do some bonding. Laura's set up some events like paddleboarding, kayaking. So the first day, you only have to take half day off on Monday and meet us up at 1 o'clock for Tahoe Vista paddleboarding. Then we will check into the hotel, which is Cedar House Sport Hotel in Truckee. There'll be an evening dinner and a speaker where Cat Hoke will talk to us. And then the next morning we'll do yoga, breakfast, and another outdoor event at the North Tahoe Regional Park. That's going to be led also by Tahoe Adventures. And then optionally, if you have time on Tuesday to join us, we're going to do a no-host lunch over at Garwood. So that means everybody kind of pays their own freight, but it'll be a nice end to that, that sort of 2-day retreat. So we hope you can join us for that. The next event is going to be another Powerhouse series. You probably recognize the Jane Goodall is one of the foremost experts in the world on chimpanzees. So that's September 23rd. Again, it lands at a 7 a.m. So again, if we can do a breakfast, we will. Otherwise, plan on joining the event virtually. And of course, our hosts, Kyle McClellan and Betty Scott, who've spent all year putting together Alchemy, we are hosting for the entire West Coast, and it's going to be up at Hyatt Lake Tahoe. If you've never been to a global event or a regional event, it's really a chance to get some speakers that you would not normally be able to hear. Hyatt is a great venue. If you haven't booked your hotel rooms, do so. It's best to stay on site so that you get to meet other members. And the agenda is complex. Hopefully you guys have seen this. The event runs Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and into Friday. If you can't read this, I will make this slide deck available to you so that you can page through it yourself and get the essence of what some of our speakers are all about. But as you can see, it's a full agenda, and kudos to Kyle and Betty for putting that together. Our November event is a sales speaker, and I would recommend that you think about bringing a key employee to this. We're going to open it up probably to anybody who's in Accelerator, anybody who's in our Key Executive Forum, and if you don't have your manager in the Key Executive Forum, please consider doing that. This is a reason to get your salesperson or your key salesperson trained, and this is called the Neuroscience of Sales with Tanya Chernova. And she's going to talk about some techniques that are psychological to drive sales. We're going to host this at the Grafted Whiskey and Wine Bar. It's a brand new venue. It should be really cool. So plan on joining us November 16th for that event. Then the December, of course, will be a holiday party. We've booked out the Toyabe Golf Club, which is in Washoe Valley. We've also got a surprise band that we're planning, so there will be live music and dancing, and we hope that you'll join us. Laura and I have put some effort into this Christmas party. It should be a lot of fun, a chance to meet up with all your fellow EO members. This is an event that got canceled during COVID. The poet NQ is going to speak and read some of his poetry. This is an event that will be open to people who are paid Nevada Museum of Art members in addition to Entrepreneurs Organization. Now, you should have gotten the book Inquire Within last year, and hopefully you held on to that. Break that thing out if you want to get a sense for who NQ is. He's an award-winning author and speaker, and has been recognized for his poetry. So it's kind of a chance to visit the Nevada Museum of Art. We're going to be in a private reception in the Founders Room, and then we're going to go out and join the Museum of Art membership to enjoy NQ. The February event is all about relationships. We call it Sex with Dr. Jess. Dr. Jess is a Toronto-based sexologist, PhD, and an award-winning speaker and author. We're going to have this event at the Atlantis, who is one of our sponsors. I put a little note here, hey, why not book a couples massage before the event? We really want you to bring your significant other to this event. This is all about prioritizing intimate relationships, and it's a chance for you guys to have some conversations about the challenge of relationships and intimacy. So I think that's a great event. Plan to join us at the Atlantis for that. Tilio and Betty Scott, our longtime skiing members, are going to host Snow EO. This date is still tentative. We have not actually booked Squaw Valley and Squaw Peak Resort or Squaw Creek Resort, but we're hopeful. So there may be a date change on this, but Betty has been really busy with Alchemy, and so hopefully we'll get this pinned down, and we'll let you know if there are any changes to this. But we're going to invite the Sacramento chapter, the San Francisco chapter. We want to get EOers from all over the West Coast up to enjoy skiing at Squaw Valley. So I hope if you're a skier that you'll join us for that. But we do have another March event, which is our actual learning event. And again, this is, we're trying to bring you a few more business related events. And Brad Stevens is an EO member. He is going to talk about how you can use virtual assistants and virtual employees. We're planning on having this at the National Auto Museum. That, again, is a little bit tentative. Our date, March 22nd, is locked in with Brad. He's flying into Reno to give this workshop. And there will be about a 3-hour workshop before dinner. So it's going to be a pretty intense learning environment. And if you have ever thought about having virtual employees, Brad's the guy to ask about that. In fact, he is going to help us with our virtual administrator for the EO chapter. So we'll have some direct experience that we can share there. The next event is also a carryover from that had to be canceled last year, and it's called the Blind Cafe. Imagine having a ballroom completely blacked out in a way that you can't even see your hand in front of your face if you hold it up. And then you're going to have blind ambassadors kind of tell you what it's like to be blind, lead you into the dining room that will already have your plate set out, and you're going to have to learn how to eat in the dark and use sound and touch to get through the meal. It should be a lot of fun. It's a consistently extremely highly rated event with EO members. And we actually asked EDON to join us with this, and there's going to probably bring about 20 to 25 what's called founder members. These are high-tech people who've founded tech businesses in Reno. I think it'll be a good way for EO to meet the EDON folks, and it will also give us a bigger dinner audience and make the whole thing more fun. So that'll be April 19th. That's booked for the Atlantis Casino. They've agreed to help us darken a room in a way that you cannot see at all. The next event will be May 17th. Yeah, another retreat. It seems like it's really quick after the other one, but we're trying to get the retreat back into a spring event, which is where it belongs. So our president-elect, Amy Allen, is going to plan a one-day retreat on May 17th, 2022. And we, again, if at all possible, we ask all members to attend these events so that they get to know their fellow members. And the final event that we've got planned is the Strategic Alliance Partner Dinner. This is always a fun event, about a 5-minute elevator pitch so you can get an idea of what our sponsors are doing. And that, there's too many sponsors to mention, but Umpqua Bank and Fritz Batcher and some of the other sponsors will kind of tell you what they're doing and bring you up to speed, and it should be a lot of fun. So that's it. We hope that you'll join us for all these great events and appreciate you listening.